guys, so in today's video I'm going to be telling you guys some of my American Girl doll collector regrets, because I'm sure as collectors a lot of us have regrets that we've made over the years when collecting. At the same time, I'm going to be dressing 3 of my historical dolls in spring or summer outfits because I didn't get to do that in my last video. So yeah, let's get started. While I talk, we're going to start by dressing Julie. Put her in her summer skirt set. I got that outfit at the thrift store complete for $3. And I think it was $3, and the headband has never been opened, so I'm literally going to ruin it today and open it. First collector regret is one that maybe not most of us, but at least a lot of us can relate to, which is accumulating dolls super fast. It was never my plan to get as many dolls as I have so quickly. I think my first year officially back to collecting, I don't even remember honestly how many I got. I think it was like 10 to 15 dolls, which is actually insane. Yeah, I've accumulated dolls way too fast since 2021. You guys know I have like 50 something dolls. The next collector regret is not being intentional with my collection from the very beginning. So basically, I guess starting out collecting again, I should have had a plan of what dolls I wanted, but there was literally no plan. I would see a doll on eBay that I had wanted for a while and I got her. Or when I joined AGIG, I would see people like post a doll. I was like, oh my gosh, like I have to have that doll. I have a set list of dolls that I wanted. And so that can also make everything, it can make everything very chaotic. As a collector, you guys probably know, like, if you don't put a limit to yourself or like write down the dolls that you want, it's just a disaster. Like, do y'all remember if this has to be tucked in? I think I'm gonna tuck it in because it looks wrong. The next regret is allowing AGIG to influence my doll purchases. A lot of us, again, are very guilty of this. That's one reason I was hesitant to make an AGIG account again, because I had one back in 2012 for my dolls, and I think I deleted it in about, it was 2014 I think when I deleted it and deleted my original YouTube account. But I was very hesitant to make another AGIG because I knew that there would be a chance that I would be influenced on, you know, seeing other people's dolls and what they have and the clothing, and I was right. I was very right. AGIG can be very dangerous, especially like if you are afraid of getting influenced by other people's doll purchases. I think with that being said, like if I hadn't have let AGIG kind of like influence me in that way, I feel like my collection would probably be different now. Like I feel like maybe I wouldn't have as many dolls as I have. First doll down, Julie is super cute in this outfit. I think we're gonna move on to Addie and then I'm gonna do Ivy. The next collector regret I have is another big one that I think a lot of you guys can relate to, and that is regret buying some dolls, and this is dolls not outfits, just because there's hype around the doll. As you guys know, again, AGIG has an influence in this, a very large influence I would say. Whenever there's like a new release, specifically a new doll release, you know, I'd be tempted to go to American Girl and buy the item just because, you know, there's a big hype around it on AGIG, everybody's getting it, and of course you don't want to feel left out. Another thing was like I would buy it, 1, because of the hype, and 2, because I could make content with it. I could take pictures of the doll, I could make a video opening the doll. I'm trying to like now get out of that cycle, which is difficult, but so far I'm doing a good job because I really wanted Princess Tiana when she came out, and I was like, you know what, no, I'm not gonna do it just because everybody else is. Even though she is an absolutely beautiful doll, I don't need another doll. So I'm trying to be better. It's difficult, but so far I'm doing well. Especially to save money, you have to get out of that cycle of getting things just because there's a hype around it and just because it is the newest thing in the doll community. I know you guys really can't see me like dressing the dolls that well, but I'm sure you guys are like tired of seeing me dress dolls anyway. I'm gonna have one more dressing my dolls video next month, and then I think that's gonna be it for a little bit. You guys are gonna want to see the next one next month, just giving you a heads up. Next collector regret I have is not sticking with my doll limit for the year. I would each year, surprisingly, since 2021, try to keep myself, or maybe more 2022 than 2021, keep myself with a limit of dolls. So let's say it's a new year, I'm like, okay, I'm going to get, say, 10 dolls this year. That's an example. I would end up getting 15. If you think about it, that is so many dolls. Definitely, again, so far actually this year, I've done good. I've only gotten dolls on my wish list, which is great, and I hope to stick with that. Could we take a moment for Addie in this? So I got this outfit from one of the Facebook groups last year, and this is my first time putting her in it. It's her summer dress and straw hat. I think that's the official title for it. Last doll, while we close out this little video, is going to be Ivy. Next collector regret I have, and I think I mentioned this in my dolls I regret buying video, but selling or returning dolls without really taking the time to think about it. That's a very common one. I've since repurchased, I think, every doll that I've regretted selling or returning at this point. And it's really hard as a collector, especially if, like, whether you're displaying them or you're like me, you take photos of them for AGIG. I like my dolls to be perfect or close to it. And I think that's something a lot of people have noticed. For any non-doll collector watching this, you're probably thinking, well, they're all the same, but they're not. There are some dolls that I've sold that I feel very confident about selling. I don't regret at all. I actually recently sold my Bitty Baby and my number 8. I always forget if she's number 7 or number 8. But Amelia in my collection, or she was in my collection. Those were 2 dolls I mentioned in my dolls I regret buying video. It's collector regret for me, and this is my second to last one. So my next one is seeing dolls or retired clothing pieces in the wild, like at the thrift store or whatever, and not buying them. And I think about this all the time, is the time that I basically cheated myself out of getting a signed white body Kirsten from a local consignment for, I think she was $80. She was a hot mess, but she was signed by Pleasant Rowland. You couldn't beat $80. And the last one, while I put Ivy's shoe on, is a big one that I regret every time I look at my collection, and that is buying so many Truly Me dolls. I was never meant to have this many Truly Me dolls, and it actually kind of irritates me because the bulk of my collection was meant to be historicals and girl of the years. And then a few like Truly Me's, like retired ones, the rare ones, whatever, sprinkled in that I wanted. I have so many at this point that it just, like, why? Why did I do that to myself? And the other thing is that I can't bring myself to sell them either. I'm literally just stuck. Those were all of my collector regrets. She looks super pretty in this. I love this outfit on Ivy. The beautiful Addie in her summer dress and straw hat. And last but not least, Miss Julie in her summer skirt set. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can keep up to date with me when I upload a video every Friday. Also make sure to follow me on my AGIG so you guys can see pictures of some of my dolls. And yeah, bye guys.